Okay, we're gonna make this because I searched everywhere. And I mean, I searched everywhere and I couldn't find anything for what I just dealt with. And everybody's like, well, go wire chasing. Well, they were fucking right. So let's go on ahead and get down to it. What kept happening? You come over here. You see a little fuse panel here? This one right here kept blowing. Every time I would hit my ignition switch to on, or I could shut my ignition switch off to where, you know, it wouldn't be on run, so you turned it off, and then you turn your actual key on. As long as the ignition was off, it wouldn't pop this fuse. But the minute I went to turn it to run, it would pop this fuse every time. And I mean every time. And I was getting pissed. If you don't believe how pissed I got, you see all them pop fuses? Yeah, there's bunches of them. They're everywhere. Alright? It was pissing me off to no end. So, what I did, I pulled the fairing off, obviously, to figure out, because there's no phrase. I pulled this. We ain't got no phrase. We ain't got no bad connections. We ain't got anything. The wiring harness was tucked up where it was supposed to be. Like, I've never had an issue, you know? So, and I've had this bike for years. So, I've never had this issue. And I did install this radio, and I installed this to where, you know, I can use my hand controls or whatnot. None of that was the problem. What was the problem was, let me see if I can get in there. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. That little bolt right there. Hang on, let me clean this camera. Okay. Now let's see if I can get in there. Okay, where you at? That one, right there. Back up a little bit. That one right there is connected to a ground wire. Just a little black ground wire, and it was tied to this wiring harness. Hang on, let me back this camera up. It was tied to this wiring harness, right? And it's literally that little bitty shiny bolt right back there. Right there, that one. And there's a wire connected to it. It's a ground wire. Alright, and every time I would wiggle this, it would pop that fuse. Right? So I've reconnected this ground wire, which taps to your frame right here. So it taps into your frame. Right there. Now, it's on run. I turn the key on. You hear the pump turn on. The battery is extremely dead right now. So, yeah. But, you notice, it still works every time I turn it on. So, we got that problem solved. All it was literally a bad ground right there on the frame. It could be ground anywhere, and I mean anywhere. When you guys are doing this, always look for that ground. It could be underneath the bike, it could be by your starter. It's a ground wire somewhere, or something's touching. So, as much as we don't want to chase them, get to it.